Now, we're recording this on a Tuesday.
No,
we're recording this on a Tuesday, the Tuesday of the presidential election. We don't know what's going to happen tonight. You know, I wish we could have gotten this done after the election, so we would know who would be the president. Who you got, Schulz?
I can't even play this game. I can't even play this fucking game with you.
Well, America, congratulations. You really fucked this one up, buddy. All right? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I knew Donald Trump becoming president would have a terrible effect on the country. I didn't realize the effect that it was going to have. People's morale is down today. I need to go down south and go drive to the trailer park and see where they celebrating this shit at.
Yeah.
All right?
It's down.
Because here in New York, where Hillary actually won, shit is down, bro. And this shit started last night. I actually was at the Jacob Javits Center, Hillary Clinton headquarters. You know, I took my daughter, took my wife, because, you know, as women, I just thought that's a good moment for them to see, because you could not tell me Hillary Clinton was not going to be the next president of the United States of America.
Yep.
When I tell you that it looked like they was down 20 with 2 minutes left in the fourth.
Not today, bitches.
Game 7. Whoa, man. And it's like I had to leave to go do Colbert's show, so I'm walking out. Right as I'm walking out, everybody starts cheering. Yo! I'm like, yo, what happened? What happened? Is she back in it? Like, oh, she took the lead in Virginia. Yeah. Oh, okay, she still got a shot. Man, by the time we got to Colbert show, it was like she hit 3 threes in a row, and then Trump hit like 10, and it was just bad. I mean, it really looked bad. Like America was just sitting around in shock and awe, staring at the TV. Last night, America collectively did a mannequin challenge, and nobody even realized it. Yep. Nobody recorded that shit. Yep. We was all frozen staring at the motherfucking TV, bro.
Yeah, it was shocking, man.
And I don't want 4 years of this.
Yeah, I don't think I don't want 4 years. I don't think a lot of us want 4 years.
We got it though.
The majority of us want 4 years, unfortunately, and it was, you know, speaking on last night, I walked around. I just couldn't go to sleep last night. It was like 4:30 in the morning. I just walked around the streets. Nobody's out in the streets. Everybody that I do see is somber. And then it's like 4:30, and all of a sudden this guy is like just walking down the street, kind of crazy. He's like all like excited and crazy, and I just hear him look at me, and he goes, "Take all your money out. Take all your money out. I'm going to the office right now. Take all your money out." I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Take it out." He goes, "Anything you got liquid, take it out, put into S&P EFTs." And I looked at him. He got close, and he was coked out. He's this Wall Street guy, right? He was coked out of his mind. I was like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Dude, I already lost half of what I got in there." He goes,
"He's talking about stocks, though."
He's talking about stocks. He goes, "I already lost half of what I got in there. But there's a window from 5 to 6 where you can trade, because they shut the stock market down for online trading. When there's a dip that goes below 800 points, they shut it down."
I texted y'all that last night. Last night I texted, I said, "Yo, the stock market has already dropped 7%, and he's just in the lead."
Yeah.
This is not good for our country. You know what this is? It's a moral victory for the forgotten, as he calls them, as we've been telling y'all on this podcast for months, the poor and disenfranchised white people of our society who nobody has ever talked to, those rednecks in those rural areas who drive those motherfucking pickup trucks, who replace their Confederate flags with Trump pin signs. This is a moral victory for them. But I'm telling y'all right now, too, he ain't gonna do shit for y'all.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think he's going to do? To drop a bunch of gold into y'all fucking yards? Give y'all a bunch of land? Give y'all crops? What do you think he's going to do for y'all? In a year, you're going to be complaining about him.
Same thing religion does.
Same thing fucking religion does. He preyed on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. And you stupid motherfuckers put him in the White House.
Yeah, but
this is America's fault, too.
But that's what the Democrats have been doing for blacks and women for years.
But at least the Democrats try to do things.
Says who?
First of all,
says who?
Do you know why black people started switching from Republican to Democrat?
Why is that?
Because of the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
Sure.
Now, I would have switched too, goddammit. All right?
Sure.
If you tell me you're going to end segregation and you gave me this civil motherfucking rights act, yeah, at least they've tried to motherfucking do things.
So in 1964, they did something.
Something huge, not just something.
Something huge.
Come
Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. That switched the loyalty, and they've preyed off of that loyalty for arguably 40 years.
I'm not going to say
50 years, 55 years.
I mean, I'm not going to say they preyed off it.
This is what I'll say.
This is what I think. I think that African Americans haven't done a good enough job of having more of those plans like they had in 1964. This is what we want. And this is how we go about getting it. I don't think it's been enough of that. I think that, the leadership has been ruined in the African-American community. I don't think that we have the organizations that can push those kind of things through like we did in 64. 64, you had Martin Luther King Jr.
Sure, fair.
Like, come on, one of the greatest minds ever. Period.
So here's what I'll say, and this is just from looking last night. I think that what Democrats have done for women and black people is they've given them excuses for their situations. Like, Democrats have always positioned Republicans to be racist, and I'm somebody who's a lifelong Democrat voter. So what they'll do is, hey, black people, it's tough for you in America. Why? Because of those racist Republicans over there. They're the ones making it tough for you. Racism is out there. White people are holding you down. Those are the white people that are doing it. Don't vote for them. And they go to women. Hey, women, it's tough for you out there. You're making less than men. There's a wage gap. You're making 30% less. You know why? Because of those white Republicans over there. They want
That's
you.
what I'm saying. Like, these aren't irrational
Wait
things.
Wait for it. Those white people are making you do that, right? Now, Trump did the exact same thing.
With irrational fears.
Wait for it. He did the exact same thing for rural white people. He said, hey, rural white people, your life sucks. You want to know why? China. You want to know why your life sucks? Because China's stealing your jobs. Because Mexicans are stealing your jobs. Because Muslims stealing your jobs. He gave excuses for their shitty situation.
He stirred the pot of prejudice and hate.
He did the exact same thing that has been done in politics for years. He only did it for white people, and all of a sudden,
you can say whatever
all
you
of a sudden, we call it he stirred the pot of prejudice and hate.
You can say whatever you want, but you're lying to yourself.
Listen,
if you've ever heard a rhetoric like Donald Trump, you're lying to yourself. For a person,
it's the exact same rhetoric.
No,
it's only positioned towards people that are
I've
outside the country.
I've never heard a Democrat call a Republican a rapist or a drug dealer, or say we need to ban them from the country.
You've never heard Hillary Clinton call black people super predators?
What is that? Huh?
You've never heard black people? No. Hillary Clinton call black people super predators?
You listen to what you just said.
Yeah.
You just said Hillary or Democrats talk to black people and say white people are doing this. Talk to women and say men are doing this. So what does Hillary have to? What does Hillary calling black people super predators have to do with that?
Well, if we're going to relate it back to the 13th, when you look at the Clinton victory over Bush 1, it had to do with Democrats finally acknowledging that there was a crime problem publicly in the country and getting some of those voters who were very iffy about going to the Democratic Party because
your boy Bill said that when she made those comments about super predators, that was after having conversations with other black people in the community.
Absolutely.
And the black people were saying this is what was going on.
There was tons of crime.
So she was talking about a certain element in the community.
Look, my point that
to other black people.
My point is this is old. This is old as politics is old.
No, this was different.
You could say it's
different.
You could say it's different.
This was like
all it is serving a base that needs to be served and giving them an excuse for a situation. That's all it is. It's
but we've never heard the rhetoric on this level.
Look, I can't disagree with you. I can't disagree on the fact that
like he's not supposed to be able to win in any field. Like in the world we live in right now, this PC era where you can't say shit.
Get off of Twitter. That's on Twitter.
No.
You know who lost? Twitter lost.
Think about
social media lost. We think Twitter is bigger than it is. Twitter ain't shit. Social media ain't shit. We see a bunch of people trending on Twitter. We see, oh my God, they're killing this guy on Twitter. It's over. You know what? It ain't over. You know who lost? You know who lost this election? Twitter lost this election. Petty lost this election. All these people, all of us that think that if somebody is on Twitter and getting roasted on Twitter, that's what all of America thinks. No. America heard Trump say grab him by the pussy, and they didn't give a fuck because, they don't give a fuck about Twitter.
Media. Liberal media tried to bury Trump. Traditional everyday
media.
And
they failed.
They failed. You know why? Because of social media. Because you had a whole motherfucking group of people that was coming to Trump's defense every motherfucking second because Trump could tweet shit out
himself.
You know
why? Because
crazy.
You know why?
Social media helped Trump tremendously.
Social media.
Now, where do we go from here? I'm going to tell you where we go from here.
Let's talk about that.
I believe in God. I don't knock nobody who doesn't. I'm just telling you what I believe in. So for me, I'm going to keep God first. I'm going to spread a lot of love because that's what we need right now. I'm going to go above and beyond spreading love to everybody. Just people, period. I want to be around like minds. I want to be around like energy. And the second most important thing after, having faith in God is you got to get this money.
Let's go.
The reason you got to get this money because can't nobody save you. You got to save yourself.
Amen.
Can't no head of state save you. All right. Can't no motherfucking mayor save you. Can't no governor save you. You have to empower yourself by getting this motherfucking money. Figure out a way to, just be independent. Like if you got a job, use that money from a job to go invest in something else that's for you. Something that you can be the CEO of. Jay-Z said, government, fuck government, we politic ourselves. That is a fact. Because at the end of the day, when you empower yourself, you're enabled to empower others. When you empower others, you're directly empowering your community. And one community can change a whole motherfucking town. One town can change a whole motherfucking state. One state can change a whole motherfucking nation. One nation can change the world. That's what we got to do from this point on.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think that we need to understand that this is something that's happened and feel it.
Yeah.
Feel sad. Feel depressed.
No,
feel
but turn it into something
angry.
Yeah.
Feel all of these emotions. It is important that we recognize how we feel about major decisions.
But don't let them hold you down.
Don't let them hold you down, but feel them, because those feelings are something you should remember the next time an election comes up that you really care about.
Oh, my God.
Those feelings should be the ones you remember when you want to vote for your mayor, when you want to vote for your senator, when you want to vote for your House of Representatives in 2 years, whenever you want to vote for possible change, when you want to vote for judges, whoever the fuck it is. Feel these things because you're directly involved in this process. If there's one thing that we learned from this election on both the Democratic and Republican side, is that if people want a candidate, there's nothing a super PAC can do. There's nothing the Koch brothers can do. There's nothing that the most money and finance in the world can do. If the people fuck with a candidate,